Hey, what's up, and welcome to my corner of the internet. So, have you ever gone back to the past? Have you ever just watched an anime that was back then during a different time, a different era? I think everything else was just so completely different that you watched it and you get transported to another time. This isn't an isekai anime. This is an anime that was pretty much fantasy. It was definitely a model of the times that was going on, and it was kind of interesting because I realized why I liked it so much when I was younger. It had a lot of good, it had a lot of bad, but it definitely did one thing that I enjoyed so much about anime during that time, and let me just tell you about it. Also, this anime is Ichiban Ushiro no Daimon. So, let me just get this out of the way. This is 12 episodes, action, comedy, fantasy, ecchi. This is the authors and illustrators going to be up on the screen, and let's just get into it. This anime was one of my favorites when I was growing up. And not for the reasons you might think if you've seen this anime. A lot of the gratuitous ecchi, a lot of the fan service that was placed throughout all of these episodes, a lot of the unnecessary pieces that were within this anime. I like this anime because it was also a piece of what made anime so enjoyable for me during my teenage years and young age. It was because it was filled with so much possibilities and randomness that I was kind of entertained by the nonsensical story, the random jokes, the toilet humor, all sorts of different things, and I was taught a lot of random stereotypical jokes that were made, the tropes that were hinged upon, and the anime had a lot of interesting plot points and funny ideas that were just a good old comedy that I enjoyed. So back to the story. We basically have Sai Akuto, who is an orphan kid who ends up going to an esteemed magic academy, and he gets a chance to be chosen for any sort of specific job. Everyone gets told who they're going to be, and for the most part, most people like what they're going to be. Magic and all that, they're just told like in a Harry Potter style, hey, you're gonna be like a superhero, you're gonna be a nurse, you're gonna be a dragon slayer, stuff like that within the fantasy world. And Sai Akuto is told he is going to be the Demon King, a grand just arbiter of change who destroys the world looking for his own sort of new world order, which we come to find out basically the Demon King is pretty much a revolutionary in this world. And that's where the magic comes. This anime feels like I'm watching college kids, though it is definitely like dumbed down to like high schoolers, but really they're college kids because they debate order of the world, they debate what is the basic human necessity between like getting this or getting that, and like changes for all sorts of different people who aren't able to participate in the magic world and those that are just regular old farmers, stuff like that. And this is actually a quick debate within an anime episode, and I think it also balances that while making the hero of the actual story, he is literally in a suit of armor like a Power Ranger, and he fights big monsters that destroy the big magical town. It's all hilariously random. And then there's this seductress that's actually obsessed with her brother, so she revived his head. This anime was filled with so much randomness and fan service that it was oftentimes so incredibly unnecessary, but I understood why it was so enjoyable because it was endless possibilities. Each episode had something for me that I didn't even necessarily know that I was looking for, and I enjoyed watching it for the simple fact that it was so incredibly enjoyable to see an anime packed filled with so many characters that were just random, and the cyborg cop police whatever thing that was just so much fan service for the viewer that the anime was just filled with random things, and I understand why I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it so much so because it was bombastic, it was big, it was extravagant, it was so unnecessary. Like I've said that so many times, this anime is filled with so much unnecessary things, but it was so enjoyable because it felt like the story wanted to be big, it wanted to be great, it wanted to be everything and nothing all at the same time. And I think that's why I loved it so much, because anime, one thing I like about anime is there's so many possibilities for a story, there's so many possibilities for things to be thrown in, and you never really know what you're gonna get every time you watch a new episode of something, and you could be wowed beyond your imaginations. So I'm not really recommending this to you. This is definitely 18 plus because wow, the uncensored version. But this is a good anime, and it wasn't half bad, and it was genuinely enjoyable, and it just felt like back when I was in middle school, high school watching this. Anyway, peace. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and have an incredible day. And enjoy your weekend. Take care.